Welcome to Yoga Conditioning. Thank you for those of you who have joined me live and those who are watching me later through a recording at your convenience. For those of you who have not taken this class before, this is still very much a yoga class. It's just that we're doing different exercises to help us build the strength to be able to then access other kind of yoga asanas. So upper body, it tends to be a weakness for a lot of us, or let's just say that it does for many of us. We don't have enough strength to be able to go into certain asanas. So with this class, what I'm trying to do is offer you a practice that will help you build that strength so that you can later do those asanas safely and with more confidence. All right. In any case, we're going to start in a cross-legged seat. Just find that seat, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, lengthening the spine towards the ceiling, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. I'm going to start breathing through the nose, just tuning inwards. Relax your elbows, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Breathing into the chest, rib cage, belly, and the back. Allowing yourself to tune inwards, noticing what's going on in the body. Noticing your breath, the quality of your breath. Noticing any tightness, any parts of the body that are specifically tight or a little tender. And we start making our breath go a little deeper. And the exhales, trying to make them as long as the inhales. So as you inhale, allow the rib cage to expand, the sides of the body, the lower back, the space between the shoulder blades to expand. And the exhale, just draw the air out through the nose slowly. As we start to tune inwards, we also tend to relax the nervous system, and sometimes we kind of lose our posture. So continue lengthening the crown of the head, the spine towards the ceiling. All right, let's start warming up the shoulder area. So lift the arms up on the inhale, palms facing up, palms to touch. And really extend, shoot those arms up. Can you lift your rib cage, your shoulders, your armpits, your fingers, and extend them a little bit higher? So this is an active pose. As we anchor down our sit bones on the ground, keep lifting those shoulders. Keep breathing deeply and completely. Keep lifting. We're engaging the shoulder girdle, the shoulder blades. On the exhale, we bring the hands and the arms back down. Let's do this with movement. Inhale, the arms up, palms to touch, and really lift the shoulder blades up. Engage those side muscles. On the exhale, bring the hands down. We're going to continue like this a few more times. So close your eyes, inhale, lift. Top of the breath, really engage those shoulders up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more times on your own. Feeling the expansion. Exhaling, releasing any tension. 1 more. Extend. Exhale, release. Bring your hands on your knees. We're going to start doing circular cat and cow. So on the inhale, broaden the chest, open the heart, draw your shoulders backwards, lift the tailbone back and up, drop the belly, top of the breath. And then on the exhale, bring your right ribs towards the right and the navel in as you round the spine, chin to chest. We start inhaling, left ribs towards the left, and then breathe deeply towards the front. And continue like this on your own. And use visualization to help you move your lower ribs in a circle. So visualize the circle you're drawing with your lower ribs. It's not about moving the shoulders side to side. It's really about creating a circle with your lower ribs. We use the breath. So exhale, completely engage the abdomen on the exhale, and then release the belly, the abdomen on the inhale. One more circle like this. Maybe bringing the neck into the dance. The next time you come forward, we're going to switch over to the other direction. So inhale and exhale the ribs towards the other side and back. Engaging, pulling in your navel, your abdomen on the cat. And then broadening, dropping the belly on the cow. A few more circles like this. Noticing maybe some clicks and some pops in the vertebrae, the spine. This is the body releasing tension. If you feel pins or needles or something feels painful anytime during the class, tone it down or just stop and breathe a few times. This is your practice. Just make sure that you're practicing safely and mindfully. All right, next time we come to the front, we lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders. And just notice already what happened within a few circles, chest circles, how you're able to feel maybe a little bit less tight. All right, so we're going to go onto the mat into hands and knees. So I recommend that you pad up your mat either with a blanket or a towel, with a cushion. It's just that for many of us, we have sensitive knees. So we come into hands and knees. All right, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. The toes can be tucked or untucked. That's kind of up to you. We're going to start warming up the shoulders. Push down with your shoulders. Feel your shoulder blades broaden away from each other. And once you feel this shoulder muscle engagement, we start to make small circles with the shoulders and the hips, but keep pushing down on the shoulders. This is a shoulder warm-up. Keep breathing deeply and completely. Few circles in this direction, feeling the work of different parts of the shoulders, the triceps, the pectoral muscles. One more circle. Next time you come to the front, just switch over the circles in the other direction. Keep breathing deeply and completely, pushing down. Your shoulders should be pretty warm by now. If you're really pushing down with the shoulders, you should feel them. One more circle. All right, from here, we're gonna tuck the toes and start lifting the hips up, coming into a very bent knee, downward facing dog. So can you bring your lower ribs to touch your thighs? Keep pushing down with your hands, engage the shoulder muscles, and now feel your quadriceps, the leg muscles. Same time, we're trying to lift the hips up, but still keep your knees very bent. We're starting to warm up the leg muscles. Keep pushing down, lengthening the space between the wrists and the sits bones. Keep breathing. Big belly breaths. Keep pressing down on all 10 fingers. And now straighten one leg, just get a bit of a stretch. Then straighten the other leg, bend that knee, so walk the dog. Few times like this. And we all come to stillness. Keep finding that length of wrist to hips. Long line. Wrist, shoulders, hips. On the next inhale, we're all coming forward into high plank. Keep your heels down. Keep pushing down on those shoulders. Feel the strength on your arms, your hands. Keep broadening the shoulder blades by pushing down onto the floor. Keep engaging the legs, activating the knee muscles, the quadriceps. Keep drawing your heels towards the floor. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, lift the hips down, facing dog. On the next inhale, coming back into high plank. On the exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Continue like that for a few more rounds. Finding the breath and using the breath to help you move. Let me see the screen, how you guys are doing. That's good. Keep pushing down on the shoulders, Carl. Great job. That's it. Straightening wrists to hips. Nice. One more, wherever you are. And then we meet in downward facing dog. Let's bring the knees down, knees wide, child's pose, big toes to touch. Here we're going to activate our arms to help us push our hips a little bit closer to our heels. Keep breathing. Negotiating the space between the belly and the thighs. Keep pushing down with your hands and your shoulders. And now relax the arms, relax the elbows. Just relax the upper body completely. Breathe into the belly, the sides of the body, the lower back, pelvic floor. Often when we're folding forward and our belly is compromised because we can't breathe forward, we need to breathe into the sides of the body and the lower back, the space between the shoulder blades. Alright, slowly coming back into hands and knees. We're gonna come, tuck the toes, and lift the hips up, this time just directly into plank. Once we are in plank, we're gonna bring our feet together. Now we're going to roll our weight onto the outside edge of the left foot. We're coming into side plank. So this is one version of side plank where we bring our right hand onto the hips. And if this is too much, we have options. You can bring your left knee down as a support. Or you can also, if you come back into side plank, you can bring the right foot off the mat in front of you. That's the second variation. So pick your side plank. If you are in more traditional side plank, you might want to also lift the right arm up towards the ceiling. And maybe bring your gaze towards the top arm. If you lose your balance, you come back into it. One more breath here. And slowly come back into high plank. Lower the knees down, child's pose. Breathe into the side ribs. Okay. Catch your breath. Breathe into lower back. Making inhales and exhales equally long. One more breath. On the next inhale, we come back up into hands and knees. We're going to do the other side. So tuck your toes, come into your high plank. Push down with the shoulders. Bring your feet together. Now roll over the weight onto the outside edge of the right foot, stacking your hips, and then either coming to traditional side plank or variations, bringing the right knee down for a supported version, or bringing the left foot off the mat in front of you for kind of a midway intensity. Wherever you are, lengthen the spine. Keep imagining a long line from tailbone to crown of the head, and then lifting your left hand, pointing your fingers towards the ceiling. This part is optional. Keep pushing down with the bottom shoulder. Keep engaging those pectoral muscles as well. One more big breath here. And slowly bring the left hand down, come into high plank, knees down, child's pose. Once again, breathe into the belly. Catch your breath, relax completely. One more breath. And slowly we come back onto hands and knees. This time we're going to bring our elbows down. So bring one elbow down under your shoulder, then the other elbow down under the shoulder. Hands are pressing firmly onto the floor, fingers wide as starfish. Let's start. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up. We come into dolphin. So here what we want to do is start bringing a head between our biceps. The head is not touching the ground, so we're really pushing down with the shoulders and the forearms to help us lift the hips. You might want to shorten the stance. Just play around with the stance that works for you. And here, try not to relax the shoulders. Try to continue engaging the shoulders and shoulder blades so you can keep lifting your upper body off the ground. Keep breathing here, lengthening the back of the neck, lengthening the back, the crown of the head towards the hands, the top of the mat. If you need to come down, you need to come down. That's fine. Take a few breaths and then come back up. By now, you probably notice your shoulders are getting tired. Keep breathing. Don't disengage. It's now when things get tricky, gets difficult, that's where the work is really happening. So that when you go into that yoga group class, you're able to sustain these poses. A few more breaths here. One more breath. Slowly bring the knees down, bring the hips back, child's pose. Breathe into the elbows, the biceps, triceps, shoulders. Breathe into the belly, pelvic floor, lower back, side body. All right, one more exercise on our arms, coming back into the elbows under the shoulders. This time it's going to be a forearm plank. So extend one foot back, tuck the toes, then extend the other foot back, trying to bring your heels towards the floor. So you're pressing down with your elbows, lifting up the chest. Once we have forearm plank, let's lift the left leg up, parallel to the floor. Back of the neck is still long and spacious. Keep pushing down into the shoulders. 3 breaths here. Deep inhales and complete exhales. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. You can do this. Bring the foot down. Let's do the other side. If you need to take a break, take a break. Otherwise, follow me. Inhale, lift the right leg up. The ankle is flexed, toes pointing down. 2 more breaths. Keep pushing down with those shoulders. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Bring the right foot down, then slowly bring your belly, the chest onto the floor. Widen your elbows and bring one cheek down. And you can wag your tail, sway the hips side to side. Relax the face, relax the arms. Big belly breaths. And switch the other cheek down, just to get an equal stretch in the neck. All right, we're gonna start working on locust. So bring your forehead down, bring your arms around and towards the back, palms facing down, palms on the floor. We're gonna start with the legs. So start lifting the right leg up, forehead is on the ground. Lift the right leg, point those right toes as if you could touch the back wall, lifting up, grounding the hip bones. Feel the entire leg, glute, and part of the lower back being engaged. Try to relax your neck and your shoulders. 1 more breath here. Exhale the leg down. Now inhale the left leg up. Forehead is still on the ground. Upper body is relaxed. Keep pointing the left toes up and away from the hip. 1 more deep inhale. Lift the leg a little bit higher. Exhale the leg down. All right, we're going to do the upper body now. So start peeling off the forehead, the shoulders, the chest off the ground. Now the arms lift up. Palms are still facing down. Keep opening up the shoulders as an external rotation of the shoulder joints. Anchoring down on your sits bones and your bottom ribs. Keep lifting up. We're lifting up from the upper body, upper spine. Back of the neck is long and spacious. Keep lifting the arms. 2 more breaths here. And exhale, hands down, chest down, forehead down. Breathe a few times, catch your breath. We're going to go into full lotus. Alright, so this time we're going to lift the legs up, point those toes straight and activate those legs as you lift the arms, the upper body, the upper chest. Lifting everything up, kind of body scanning, noticing if you've let go of something. Sometimes it's the hands, sometimes it's the feet, sometimes it's the neck. Just keep scanning. What else can you lift? Back of the neck is long and spacious. Keep lifting those arms, those legs. 3 more breaths here. You got this. One more breath. And exhale. Bring your hands under your face. Your hand is pillow. And wag the tail. Side to side, releasing the lower back. All right, Bring your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes. Now hug your elbows into your rib cage. Keep your knees on the floor as you start to push yourself up into more of a diagonal plank. Push down on those shoulders. Can you lengthen the spine, tailbone to crown of the head? All right, so we're going to do a few chaturanga push-ups. So this means that nothing changes. It's just that we start to bend the elbows. Keep hugging the elbows onto the ribs as you keep lowering down. Hover, and then push yourself back up. Big breath. So go down as much as you can. You don't have to go down as much as me. All right, let's do this again. Exhale. And push yourself back up. Continue doing this. Few more rounds. Notice the work in the triceps. Keep hugging your elbows into the ribs. One more like that. And then swing your hips back, child's pose. Wide-legged child's pose or narrow-kneed child's pose. That's up to you, yogi's choice. Breathe into your upper body, your upper arms. Breathe into your lower back. Relax the face, relax the jaw. All right, the peak exercise, combining everything we've done. Coming onto hands and knees, tuck the toes, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. And now we're gonna do 5 sequences, 5 repetitions of from down dog, look at the screen, down dog to plank, to chaturanga. It can be with knees down, yogi's choice. Push yourself back up, downward facing dog. All right, so we're gonna do this 5 times. Keep your knees down if you need to. All right, inhale forward to plank or modified plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, plank, down dog. 4 more like this. Use the breath. Don't hold it. Keep using the breath. And back, down dog. Got 3 more. Hugging the elbows onto the side body. And down dog. 1 more. Plank. Chaturanga. Plank. Down dog. 1 more. Almost done. Plank. Chaturanga. Plank. Down dog. All right, bring your knees down. Bring your hips to your heels. We are in the hero's pose. If this is very intense for your knees, you can just come into a cross-legged seat. If this is too much for your knees. Otherwise, let's lengthen the spine. Ears over shoulders. Shoulders over hips. Close your eyes. Just body scan what happened in the last 30 minutes. You probably feel the energy, the heat, your arms. We've worked up upper bodies a lot. This kind of conditioning is what helps us to build our yoga practice. For some people, they lack flexibility, other people lack strength. Many of us, it's a bit of everything. Notice your heart slowing down. Big belly breaths. Bring your hands together at the center of the heart. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Lowering the chin down, bowing the face down. Feel the stretch in the shoulders and the back of the neck. And thank yourselves for your practice. Thank yourselves for coming into class today, into your self-care practice, yoga practice. Thank yourself for that energy, that force that keeps bringing you onto the mat to help you live life with a little bit more ease and to help your practice evolve, become stronger. Start to lift the head, open the eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to the students that are taking the class live. Great practice, everybody. And also, thank you for those of you who are watching me as a recording. Namaste to all of you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.